Okay, everybody, it's time to laugh. Got Jay Leno here from Andover, Mass. He's got his audience here. He's appearing in it. Here's the guy. This guy's been on every talk show in America with Davidson and Carson and Griffin, the Good Day Show. All right, make us laugh.
This is it. Yeah, well, that's you do these intros well.
Don't I? Did I do that well, didn't I?
You do.
Well, how are you, Jay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's a little early. I don't have to go to work for 12 hours, but it's nice. It's fun being here.
Yeah? What do we want to talk about?
Anything you want to talk about.
Let's
You're Mr. Off the Cuff with your notes here. Go ahead. Mr. Ad Lib. Look at this. You got 9 pages of notes.
Well, but this is about tomorrow's show.
Oh, it is tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm already planning for tomorrow's show.
Oh, okay.
You
canceled too.
You are an Emerson. What? Did?
I did go to. I'm an Emerson College graduate. That's right. I am. That's correct.
Now say something funny about that, Jay.
About Emerson College?
Yeah.
Well, Emerson College is a good school. When I went to school, well, this is true. This is one of the first things I ever talked about. When I went to school at Emerson, you could have girls in your rom, you could have liquor in your room, you could have drugs in your room 24 hours a day if you wanted to. There's only one thing you weren't allowed in the entire college. That was a hot plate. You know? That's absolutely true.
Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. I would sit in my room, and my roommate would be stoned, and there'd be people making love, and the guy, "What are you doing in there?" "Nothing." "You got soup in there?" "Oh, no, sir. We just got liquor and drugs in here. We're not doing it." "I know you got soup in there, son. Now open this." You know, but it was a fun school. I had a good time.
And you drove cars or sold cars, Rolls Royce?
No, I used to work for Rolls Royce BMW on Commonwealth Avenue, Foreign Motors. I used to work for them and deliver cars around, and occasionally would sashay the long way home with one of the cars, and like that.
Stories about that you can remember?
Yeah, but that's it was just a lot of fun. It was always nice being able to go to school in a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes-Benz, you know, so that made it kind of neat.
Now, talk to me about talk shows. You've done a lot of talk shows. You work with big people in talk shows.
But nothing like this.
Nothing. This is really it, isn't it, Jay?
This is it.
This is it.
This is it. Well, you know the strange thing about doing talk shows, you do shows, and you assume you're on the show because people know who you are. You know, like I had been on The Tonight Show one night, and I was going to Buffalo. Yeah. About a week later, and they said, "Oh, we saw you on The Tonight Show. We'd like you to be on AM Buffalo with, you know, the kind of fry and egg cellulite, that type of show, you know." So.
Or fry your cellulite.
Right, whatever it is. So I come on the show, and the guest, this is true, the guest on the show is myself and 7 authentic African pygmy dancers. Those are the 2 guests, me and the 7 pygmy dance troupe. So I'm in the green room, I'm waiting backstage, and I'm sitting there in my tie and jacket, and the 7 pygmies are sitting there, and they're real pygmies with the skirts and the spears, and we're the only people, me and the 7 pygmies, and the talent coordinator, the lady, the producer of the show, rather, she comes in, she goes, "Mr. Leno?" I said, "Yeah, here I am, that's me. I'm the tall guy on the end there." Those kind of things happen occasionally.
That didn't get the laugh that you were expecting.
No, but that's because there's a fight had broken out over there or something.
All kinds of, look at all these people there.
Yes.
When you appear across the country, a question that intrigues me, regional differences of audiences, the same humor goes in California as goes in the East Coast?
Yeah, just about. I mean, you have to, I think you have to, I make it my business to kind of work across the whole country. If you work, for example, I have friends here that work in Boston, a lot of comedians. Let's say they do impressions of local politicians or something, and they kill. And then you go to New York, and people go, "Well, gee, we don't really know what this guy sounds like or that guy sounds like."
But your material is universal.
I think so. It's not that. I think you just, if I'm here in Boston, I will put some material together about the combat zone, about certain things about the Boston area, which, if you go to another city, you try to figure out if you can rearrange that joke or use it in that town.
But you'll take on current events, won't you, Jay?
Sure, that's all kinds of
You'll take political events.
Oh, yeah.
Do you take stuff from your family years ago, growing up, that kind of stuff?
Oh,
Many comics do.
You take it from everything.
What would
I'll take something from your family if I can.
You like something from my family?
Yes, yeah.
What do you take from your family? Give me an example of something.
Yeah, no, give me an example. This is the thing. I'm watching. My mom thinks, because I'm on this show, for example, that I have some tenuous connection with show business. You know, they think because you're on television. Did you get this? Do your parents think you know everybody in show business on an intimate basis? You know, huh? No, they don't. See, my mother thinks because I live in Hollywood, I know everybody. And one night I'm watching Entertainment Tonight, and they're doing that segment on Elizabeth Taylor. You know, when she broke up with that guy. I'm sitting there watching the show, and the show goes off. 2 minutes later, the phone rings. It's my mom in Boston. "Oh, son, gee, what do you know about this thing with Elizabeth Taylor?" I said, "Gee, Ma, she's on the other line. She's crying her eyes out. Can I get back to you there? Just let me finish with her. I'll get back." I mean, you know, so you have to keep up the pretext of kind of being involved in it. But those kind of things happen.
What would be your dream, Jay? What would be the ideal gig, as they say in show business? Where would you really want to work?
Where would I really want to work?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, any place that you go, people think Vegas is the pinnacle. But Vegas is awful because They're 4,000-seat rooms. You look like a little raisinette from anything past the third row. You've got this dichotomy. You've got Texans, guys in dashikis, Iranian businessmen, Japanese people. You know,
and that's just your family.
Yeah, that's just my family. And it's not, whereas if you come to a place like this week, we're working Nick's. Now, I like working here because it's my hometown, and it's a good-sized room. And any room that's full is a fun gig, you know, certainly more so than a Vegas showroom. I like doing small clubs. I like doing concerts. Those are kind of fun. Where the people are there to see you. Anytime they come to see you, that makes it a fun job.